Monday night, April 10th, Chol Moed Pesach, 2023. As we head into mid-April, we have something that's just totally extraordinary. We spoke about this a little bit last night, the podcast last night, but it really becomes much more apparent as we travel through time right now. We have national weather services as far north as Boston at least, which is saying summer weather. Summer weather will take over for the rest of the week. This is not just for Boston. This is here in the Midwest as well. I wouldn't call it actually summer for places in the Midwest, but when you head over to the Boston area, temperatures are forecasted to go into the 80s on Friday. That breaks the previous record where temperatures were in the low 80s, forecast highs low to mid 80s. Parts of the New York area, upper 80s, mid and upper 80s for Friday. And Baltimore, we also have similar things. Temperatures actually headed to 90 degrees in North Dakota, and that's places that's for tomorrow already, less than 24 hours away, and places around there have a snowpack. The snowpacked areas probably will not hit 90 degrees, but there is a town where there's a high likelihood of hitting 90 degrees, and you're going to hear about that town later on in this podcast. This is totally remarkable. This is a holiday week for many of us. It's the holiday of Pesach, Passover, but there could be other holidays as well. This is a diverse audience over here, and just think about it, because the past many weeks, mid-January, we've been seeing mid-January onward, not just one major winter storm which affected the mid part of the country, but many of these weeks we've even seen two major winter storms that have crossed the country. And the past couple of weeks we've been seeing significant severe weather outbreaks on a weekly basis, and almost a weekly basis, even going past those 2 weeks. And all of that returns right after this week of the holiday for next week. Already by this weekend, we're talking about rain changing over to snow for Duluth, Minnesota, Sunday and Monday. A severe weather outbreak is already in the forecast in Norman, Oklahoma area forecast discussion, as we're going to hear about it Friday night and Saturday. So perhaps actually over there even Thursday night already. So we have this 1 week of just a true present from Shemayim, from heaven. A true present corresponds to the Eis Ratzon. We won't get too much into that, but it's just absolutely beautiful weather. It's something that it's just a total inspiration. It's not that we don't see highs here in Chicago, let's say in the 70s. It's just the consistency of it, and how this has not happened before. This entire year, it's been up and down, and then next week we go back to up and down, and there's just like this week that is taken from Olam Haba almost. It's just placed right here for us to enjoy as temperatures get warmer and warmer. In the snowpack, we're going to hear it melts 1 to 5 inches within 72 hours, parts in the Dakotas or by Duluth, Minnesota. We will be playing parts of yesterday's podcast as well, but there's plenty to talk about here. I hope everybody enjoys, but if you were going to say the forecast in just 10 seconds, it's just sunny and warm the rest of the week. For the rest of this podcast, listen to the previous one.